supportive agent. So he's going to go back to his roots here. I don't think he's a bad Breach. It's just they're clearly missing something when he's playing Breach.
No more charges.
Already the fight for shower control. Look at that. A Proto puts that cam up, and they absolutely get rid of it right off the bat. You see the ult orb going into the pockets of Gangsta early on. I imagine there will be a lot of fight for that throughout this half as well. But LG...
They found the opening. They're going up long B, and this is exactly what they should be doing in this scenario. But the early headshot coming in from Gangsta, that might take him out.
Oh, that does. I mean, it doesn't feel good.
This might kill the guy droning. It's getting so close.
Deleted.
All right, here we go. Thief drops. They start to funnel onto the side of Nature from Hookah is able to take care of things. A Proto gets onto it as well. Stellar looking to get the spike down as Chemicals has worked his way through Teleporter, and they might be able to pinch in if they play together. What I love about this retake is they're coming in from different sides. It's not telegraphed. It's not just one area you have to focus on. Luminosity have to respect everything that's happening around them. And so far, for Immortals, it seems to be working out just fine, right? Gangsta and Chemicals get a kill apiece. Moose is going to drop as well. Very well played from Immortals.
So fast. The speed at which they reacted to the B hit was perfect, right? Nature was nesting up in Hookah, and the second he felt pressure, right? The second that trip went down, his camera spotted someone, the insta-teleport comes in from Chemicals, who's boom-botting, who's paint shelling. He breaks the camera, and like you said, the two-prong attack through spawn. Everything is in front of you at that point, right? Jumping out of Hookah, you're only looking elbow. Coming out of spawn, you're only looking in front of you. And things are just very easy for the aimers on Immortals at that point.
Very easy indeed. Once again, like we've seen throughout the majority of the series, no force up from really either of the squads once they lose the pistol. But Luminosity here, they're going to take a couple of Sheriffs in and a Frenzy, but that's all. A Proto, so freaking good, man, with the Sheriff in hand. See if we'll get the chance to shine that out. It's a full send-up showers. The Paranoia is going to come out as well. And, well, you've got a Bucky just on the other side of the wall. That is a terrifying prospect.
It is, and it looked like their goal here was to get that shower orb. They wanted it so bad they were willing to use that Paranoia, which is 400 credits after the last patch. So you can see LG is really putting an emphasis on getting the orbs right now.
Moose has taken up a good bit of space, but so Gangsta only saw that. Right? They still don't fully know where the hit's coming from. Furthermore, Luminosity have Hookah control here, so they should be able to get to a pretty decent spot. I may have spoken too soon.
Yeah. Oh. A Proto having Hookah control kind of puts some pressure here on these B players.
But it was a flip, Sean.
Yeah, but now they don't want to rotate. Now
well, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
no way.
JC's thought. Just puts an end to everything. He's aware that there could be someone in U-Haul, but honestly, a Proto might be able to catch him off.
Yeah, but I mean, in a 1v5.
10 seconds left.
All right. Calm down, man. Okay, so here's the thing about a bind, and I personally love bind because you see team split maps like that a lot. The problem is, you can flip the map all you want, but if you got someone out of sight who's just going to click your head, regardless of what the play is, like JC Stanny just did, I mean, how do you prepare for that? Like, how do you play against that?
Yeah, I mean, they did everything right. I mean, Proto had a great lurk in Hookah, and you never want to rotate out of B when there's someone in Hookah. I mean, he could just kill you with your back turned. I mean, it's not a good fight for you to take running out the B site. So he stops the rotate, and it's all on JC Stanny. He came up so big. Is Shot Up gonna push through this?
Yeah, he is.
Of course he is, right?
He's got a Bucky. Yeah, he's got a Bucky. It's Bucky time, baby. Just on the other side of the smoke, Thief. Thief might get through. Sean Thief might get through, but Shot Up's the one who goes aggressive, but he doesn't understand there's somebody right behind him. Thief understanding where that play is. So well played. Shot Up trying to bunny hop his way to safety. Not gonna get the chance.
Yeah, Thief blocked that door like a bouncer. He's just, no, you are not allowed back in showers. You will dismiss outside of showers and go down.
Going down.
JC Stanny here. Gotta go big again. Almost fully answers the call, but it's still enough to take out a Proto and buy some time.
And again, the rotate is going to be way too slow. They're going to get this spike down. It's just a matter of, you know, can they get the good positions in the post plant?
Oh man, interesting that they choose to invest the run it back here, and even more interesting that they don't choose to fully establish pipes control.
Camera taken
Gives
out.
them a lot of info. They know Phoenix ulted from showers. They know Omen's in sight.
Yeah.
They can account for 2 of the 3.
Cover going out.
And again, like they're gonna have pipes control. The smoke goes down to make sure there's no one on the flank, but you just lose so much. You give the team on fighting for the retake so much, but Thief with 3, not able to get the ace. Man, that would have been filthy. Nature's Sheriff stops that. But he's still alone. In that 1v2, he's gonna get cleaned up. It position-wise, I mean, Luminosity, while they didn't take some of the space that I think we expected them to, they still handle it just fine.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw Thieves run it back, get no juice, right? Nothing really coming out of it. He's already at 3 out of 6 ult orbs. He's probably gonna have his run it back, if not this round, the round following. I mean, that's
Dude, he
incredible.
almost did that too.
He'll have his ult probably 4 times his half.
Yeah.
That's epic.
We'll keep an eye on the run it back timer. Luminosity on the attack. Again, man, the fight for showers control, the fight for this ult orb. You mentioned a couple of rounds ago, Sean, the priority that they're willing to put on it, the utility that they're willing to invest to
that's
fight for it.
big.
Immortals getting wise to it.
Shut up, spams the drone through the dark cover. They needed that to get this shower control. They want to get Thief this ult orb. They really want Thief to get this ult orb right now.
Well, okay. Under Fury coming out from Gangsta. What a shot. On to Dre. And that's going to, I mean, Sean, they can't go this way, right? They have to go towards A, and you see them, they're like fully anchored up here. They're in a great spot to handle it. Shot up gets the opener. Thief. Great curveball. No! JC Stanny. Perfect position to stop that push.
Absolutely perfect bait setup there from Immortals. I love the pressure they're showing in shower, especially because it's shot up, right? Playing against shot up right now, if you're LG, has to be terrifying because it looks like he's not scared to do things that other people would be scared of. I mean, they've been practicing months for this tournament, and this is the elimination game, and you still see shot up pushing through the shower smoke, right? Like, that's how confident shot up is right now. So sending him to showers, I would be terrified. It's like, you don't know what he's gonna do. He's willing to fight to his death every round.
Yep, and you put that smoke up every time to, you just have to, you have to respect it, right? You have to guess. You're like, damn, is he on the other side, right? Like, there's just so much that they don't know. So you've got the veil, like the denial of information from the smoke, and then the fear of shot up on the other side. That's just so difficult to deal with.
Ooh, Thief has lurked in showers, but he's gonna get caught. Chemicals spotting him coming out showers. Oh man, you could see they were already starting to come back A, and now they're like, oh, well, now what do we do? The answer is probably not much until the next round, Doug.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's a proto, man, a proto with that sheriff.
I take it
Stellar
all
with the
back,
classic.
Doug.
All right, they're not out of the woodworks yet. They're certainly closer, but this is far from over. Great positioning from JC Stanley as he's going to
One
take
enemy remaining.
hookah control, and yeah, you can have it back. You take back what you took back.
Yeah, I'll take it back again. But I will say they got the ult out of JC Sonic. That's big. Omen ult's not too important, but it prevents that quick rotate on an actually important round, right?
Yeah.
And also taking 2 guns out of the equation, doing damage to armor on the other guy. That's a lot of reinvestment that's coming into the defense. So good economic damage there from honestly an unwinnable scenario.
Right. Well, and at this point, right, like this is where you want to pile it on. Thief 1 point away from the run it back. You know you've got rifles this round. You know that you dealt some damage to their bankroll. This is where if you're Luminosity, you got to dial up something here. You got to dial up something different, something special. It's going to work.
Yeah, they're terrified of going into showers. Look at them. But this Omen is going to throw a paranoia through with the recon. That's a really good combination. But they're going to fight back. They're going to get the fight brought to them right now. The fight's coming to them.
I'm surprised we don't see the run it back almost instantly there. Doesn't look like they're
And
at
now they
a
don't
great
have
position
showers.
with a short.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Just like
Well,
that,
and I
it's
think-
gone.
Sean, I think they didn't have a short. They weren't positioned well to really go. Now they're going to go. The drone is going to be the tip of the spear. Thief is going to follow just on the other side. And all of that work for naught.
Oh my god, they're so focused on Shower. The short A hit.
Spike
It's
planted.
huge for LG, winning all 3 entries. 5 on 2. Immortals locked out of the site. Did they save here?
And you wanted, like, I think they're at a spot where they could, it might be okay. Financially, it's going to be really close for them to be able to full buy in the next round. Gangsta drops, Nature. All right, he's going to save. At this point, there's no value in it. So, Luminosity, we talked about how they needed to dial up something pretty here, something spicy, right? And they do it. And Sean, you're absolutely right. The fight for the orb to get the run it back and the delay and where they posted up at short at the right time, no. But once they send with that and the drone, like you said, so much attention gets drawn there. And then, Sean, that opens up the site.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think if 2 people are just constantly seesawing, like in and out of showers, you can only expect there to be 1 other person on A. 2 people almost have to be holding B. So A was definitely weak right there from the short perspective. They did such a good job holding showers. I didn't see it happening, actually, the short A hit. But the short A hit is what ultimately won them the round.
Yeah. Immortals here, as we were discussing, it was close, but they do bring full rifles into this round as well.
Slight change. There's a trip there. Shock darted away. I think we're going to see the same paranoia combo coming into shower. He tripped it again.
So another A short hit potentially. Yeah, first the shock dart, then
Oh
the
my god, this might double them. This might double them,
the
Doug.
Hunter's Fury. Loose. No, Thief got 1. But that was it. Shot up, still trying to anchor things down. And this time, look at how wise they are to the short hit. They're not going to have that pulled over them twice. JC standing in a great spot. Stellar trades it out. Gangsta gets 1. Shot up is still on the side. He's still trying to keep them back in showers. That shock dart's going to push Moose back as well. They have to go B, and Sean, it's open.
Moose is so annoying the way he's dealing with showers, using all of his utility to perfection, drawing so much attention. Look at this, the B site's open.
Planted.
Clean retake here coming in for Immortals. They still have the drone though, which will clear out all these close, hard to clear angles typically.
They don't have, Luminosity doesn't have elbow control.
Uh-oh.
Right, so for Immortals, they can either funnel, oh no.
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
A 1v1. Gangsta, who you mentioned was such a nuisance with his utility.
Stellar made a footstep. The fake TP. Gangsta has to assume he's on the right now.
Half. He's gonna stick. Oh, he didn't stick it. Stellar comes up huge there, Sean.
Yeah, you can see he made that accidental footstep, so he kind of, I guess, makes up for it by doing a fake TP. So from the Sova's perspective, the Sova thinks, okay, he could be across hookah on either side, right? The Sova does not know which side the Omen's on in that one-on-one. So he places his crosshair in the middle and just tries to get half, and Stellar plays it so well at that point. Peeks right during that half moment, wins the one-on-one, and that's a much-needed round for LG.
It was, and now they have Dre with the showstopper as well, so you imagine they might drop something a little hot. Look at the pings on the mini-map already. Sean, the dart's going to be there, posted up for that paranoia. Oh, but I love this response. I love this response from Chemicals. Dre's going to go in with that showstopper. They don't have showers
He knows
control.
their shower. He knows their shower
Yeah.
because no one fought him going up short A. So they know this is a shower setup. They feel a heavy shower presence. I think they're going to go back and get shower control right now.
Oh, boy. Look at how they're pushing in. LG has to hold it back, and they stand strong. As Immortals drops 3, JC Stanley finally works his way through showers, but he's going to drop. As Gangsta's left alone in a 1v4. Luminosity, Sean, that was pretty.
That was gorgeous. Great job adapting to the game. This whole time they recognize Immortals is going to fight every round for shower, right? So what can we do? We take some shower presence, run up short A. It's a nice little find from Gangsta. He's probably going to try to die to the spike here so he gets money going into the next round. If he can find a Phantom or Vandal, he'll save it.
Well? Oh, no!
Revealing area.
Oof. But yeah, that is a great adaptation because you could see when the showstopper comes up short, your boy Dre, he realizes, okay, no one's challenging me. What does that mean? What does that mean that no one's challenging me? Well, that means this is a heavy shower setup. I just saw Recon go over the wall by the teleporter. This is definitely some kind of crazy shower play. So he just sits there and posts on it. And then just the presence of mind to reposition for the flank. That round was very well played by LG.
It was, and you saw early on too, with that showstopper, when that came out, Chemicals took the telly, right? So just doubling down on the understanding that Shower's presence, that was not theirs, right? And once they get onto the site, they have to know that the only way for them to get...
Chemicals gonna do the insta-ult, Doug. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we have a long break right now. He has his ult. He's on top of that short box, which means he's already used the satchel. He's already invested into this play. I feel like he's going to do the insta-ult pushing short A.
With a Lear and potentially a Paranoia?
Maybe the Paranoia getting the stairs where Phoenix is standing, so that way he can go into where the Cypher trip is. Yep. I would imagine he's going to hook a right. Shot up looks like he's holding his left, so yeah, that would insinuate that Chemicals is going to go right. This is going to get wild, but he's not going to run into anyone, so it's important to see how LG reacts here.
Called it.
He
Nobody's
went left.
home.
Oh, no.
And they,
These
well,
guys
the thing
showers.
is, they don't invest the Paranoia, but that's off the board. Stellar's in a great spot, man. The response to that is beautiful. And now JC Stanny pushing in towards Showers.
Cover going out.
His drone's coming out. Oh, it got him. Unreal.
Run it back, coming online. Instantly drops. JC Stanny bursting through the smoke. No information gained from the run it back either. That's so problematic. Gangster's going to use the Hunter's Fury. Push them back. The spike has to reset.
Oh, they feel so much pressure over here at the A site. But look, they're already rolling back to B. Is Immortals going to be able to get a second player over here? Because, I mean, it's clear Thief is going to keep them here. He's going to keep making presence.
Well, he's got to be right. Like, he can't just sit there quietly unless he's playing for the lurk. You've got to make some noise, and that's the thing. I don't know that he made enough noise in time. He's going to be over there, and yeah, that 1v. They're coming back. No, they're coming back, and Thief dies. He doesn't have site presence anymore.
I know exactly.
Yeah, this got really hard, but the neural theft coming in gives them all the info. That'll make things a bit easier.
Neutralized.
My goodness, Gangsta with the shotgun kill. Stellar slowly creeping forward, and for good reason. Gangsta's still there.
Retrieve the spike.
A proto left in 1v2. Gangsta with 3. Man, these Sean, these rounds, knife's edge, bro. Knife's edge.
They're so close. They really are. Thief, I can respect his decision right there. I mean, he's playing the A lurk in I think it was a 4-on-4 at the time, so he knows at least 1 is B, potentially 3A after all that presence. He's waiting for the rotate back. He hears the TP. And the TP from Shot Up is what caused him to go out of the showers.
Yeah.
And that was just, he got baited really hard into the one-on-one with JC Stani.
Luminosity down 1. And a much slower look, right? Like, no showstopper.
Yeah.
Blasting across your screen. No run it back being used instantly as well. A much slower pace from both teams.
Yeah, and much like CS, when the game gets deep in like this, the game will slow down. Both teams start recognizing the pace that the other is bringing. You know, the gun rounds start happening. The full utility comes out. So we're going to get a slower pace here. Look how much Immortals is fighting for the shower. They refuse to give it up.
And the thing is, if they can get the ultra just shot up, they'll have the Empress online. Meanwhile, Luminosity, after all of the riffraff and the ruckus that was caused at A, they pull off and they want to go B. The Paranoia is out. They haven't really committed, Sean, but what they do have is they have some presence in hookah. So you imagine they want to double down on this. But from the shadows has been used. Ganks is still on the site as JC Stanny tries to anchor down elbow as well. They get onto the site, but they're going to...
30 seconds left.
Way,
all the
bro.
gunfights go their way, Doug.
Every
Every
single
single
one.
gunfight goes their way right there. Wow. Immortals getting a taste of their own medicine right there. We've seen them do that. Like, and they're hunting Chemicals. They don't want him to save. Wow.
Unreal.
A flawless round out of Luminosity deep into the first half.
So, the thing about these two teams is we've highlighted this a couple times throughout the series. The raw gun skill that both of them carry just continues to be the difference maker, right? And it's almost like they're taking turns, Sean. Right? Like, Immortals going to step up and just be cracked out. Then it's Luminosity's turn. They just continue to go back and forth.
Yeah, and I can respect the fact that LG, they've seen that Showers is definitely a pivotal area of the map for Immortals. And the amount of utility makes it not worth it. And this anti-eco, they have different approaches when Immortals has no money. You can see, look at this pace. This is very different.
Very different. The presence is different. The great paranoia, though, as Dre gets onto the site. 1 point away from the showstopper. Stellar's going to get the spike down. Immortals here in a pretty raw spot where they're just kind of getting pinched in and really getting ripped to shreds. An excellent response from Luminosity. A flawless one.
Back-to-back flawless rounds. Great called right there to go long B on the anti-eco. And that was actually an attacker smoke in hookah.
That goes there.
Ooh, JC Sani on the op.
Yeah.
He's solo A too. He's solo A. Cypher's kind of coming over to him. He might just dry peek shower here.
Yep.
Oh man, this is big. This is big for Immortals because we'll find out really quickly where they're standing on this round.
Yeah, but Luminosity, we'll see if he's fully swinging. The bait. They don't know that the op is there.
Drone coming. The Cypher's gonna break it for him. There it is.
No way. The swing! Oh! Just narrowly misses. JC Staney has to back up. He's gonna reposition and you don't miss twice when you're JC Staney. Your boy Dre with the showstopper absolutely takes the operator out of the question. As I mean, Sean, the amount of kills that have happened in shower is just nuts.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild. And LG, it looks like they're winning that fight. I can't believe it. They're playing it so well.
Look at Gangsta. Gangsta was on the TP. Oh, and he drops as well. You see Luminosity, once they realized that was coming, they had to pull back out of showers and deal without it. Now they're going to go back in. But you got shot up on the other side with an Empress. And the spike is down. Luminosity have to commit to this. It's just a proto.
Even shot at picking up the off here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think LG kind of lost focus there on that hit. I mean, when we spectate at the end right there, see two players outside of showers, despite the fact that U-Haul fights are going down and people are also running out of showers, it was just very disjointed. But you have to credit Immortals because they made it that way. They made it very chaotic and hard to read for LG. It's just everyone's fighting everywhere.
that bouncer party.
Yeah, he just completely blocked the entrance. It's actually turned that cute.
Bloody brilliant. Knotted up at 6 apiece, Sean. And folks at home, this is an elimination match, right? Like, it all comes down to this half. What more could you possibly ask for?
Oof, this is a B hit. And the Rays playing sight, and the beach shells coming into hookah might do some damage here. But they're not even going to get there.
The telly, though, the telly, yeah, that's big. The paranoia is going to come out. They have to pull back, and they have to respect that Stellar's there.
Oh, that's big.
Yep.
That's really big. No 150 for shot up. We're now in a 3-on-4. LG has huge positional advantage here.
Stellar's impact kills there, I mean, very well could win Luminosity this round. And look, you see how Immortals, they're trying to fight, they're trying to get pipes control so that they can feel more comfortable about funneling on to B, but Luminosity are wise to it. They're going to fight for it themselves. Oh, Thief gets a couple. JC Staney, nah, forget it. Threat extinguished. Stellar with 3. I mentioned the impact that he had on that round. For him to be the last one to get that kill is just, I mean, that's poetry, baby.
Wow, Thief actually gets both of the players' elbow while there's a player under him that he's completely unaware of. That's insane. That is insane. I liked Immortals' approach in the 4-3 to slow it down, push elbow looking for a kill while JC Sunny holds spawn. It didn't look like they were going to fall like that in that particular, time frame. But the perfect counter comes out of Thief. Unreal.
Perfect counter in that case was a ghost, and that was all they needed. We'll see here Luminosity with 1-round lead, turning their attention to A. They're going to use the drone as the entry, and well, that is not going well for Immortals.
That kind of changes things a bit.
One enemy remaining. Spike
All right,
That's
now the
okay.
spike this down though. Yeah, it is, and like well, break that down for me, Sean. For someone who may have not watched a lot of Valorant, talk to me about the financial impact that something like that has. Yeah, you lose the round, but what's gained?
Well, on this particular round, the second round, everyone on LG is going to keep what they have going into the next round, right? They're going to try to make it as economically cheap as possible because on the other side of the coin, Immortals is going to have an all rifle buy next round. They're going to have Phantoms, Vandals, potentially an Operator in play. So, like, LG will use that third round as a throwaway round where they're not investing too much. So that way, it's a light buy. They're trying to damage the economy of Immortals, do something risky maybe, over-rotate a little bit harder than they would. But now with two people out of the equation, I mean, look, your boy Dre, instead of having a Spectre now, he's going to invest into a Sheriff. He does have more money to invest more, but he's making an economic decision to have enough money for next round. And they're going to use this round as kind of a throwaway. But they would be way better off if he didn't die that prior round.
Right. You force them to invest a little bit, and like you said, at that point, you either go in with less than you would like, or you're forced to buy more to deal with what's on the other side. Immortals here should have rifles across the board. They're going to have full armor, Gangsta being the exception, of course, and a good bit of utility to work with as well. Speaking of that utility, Chemicals using the Roomba early on. Oh no, the paranoia, the teleport play.
There's the Sheriff we were talking about, and he satchels out, he gets out. The clean 5-on-3 off the camera info. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about in this third round. The crazy double teleport omen blind stuff. These third rounds are so dodgy if you watch the pro games.
And like this is buying, right? Yeah. It's like stuff like that. That's why I love this map so dang much. Bray's already got 3, and he's interestingly using to choose the showstopper there. Doesn't connect onto anything. Both members of Immortals.
This is an insanely important round, Doug. Winning the third bonus round like this, I have no qualms with him popping that showstopper right there. I think that's a good play. Just even if it got nothing. If they win this round cleanly with 5 alive, they will have such an insane edge for the rest of this game. That drone didn't spot the guy under hookah. Wow.
Oh, nice shots from JC Stanny.
It's getting kind of sketchy, Doug. It's getting kind of sketchy.
It is. No. All right. So you mentioned, Sean. I want to continue this conversation around the economy because you mentioned a moment ago that it's worth it there for them to invest that. Talk to me about why. Explain why.
Yes. So what do you mean by invest there? Like the light
the
buy
showstopper. Excuse me. No,
the showstopper. Yes, because at that point, the locations for everyone in the B site were known, right? They'd already gotten kills. They'd backed off. So the trades can come in still. I mean, abilities in Valorant can feel overwhelming if the enemy knows where you are. The showstopper slows everything down, allows the round to reset, and then it's like you spawn into a 5-on-3 after that showstopper.
Worked out, it didn't connect, but the round still went in their favor, and they're sitting pretty financially here.
Oh, he'll get sent back.
Okay, I was like, is he gonna do it again? Oh, see, the problem is here, they're funneled in, right? They're all in Octagon, and there's nowhere for them to go. But Chemicals with the Sheriff, already good for 2. Nature's got one himself. They are certainly not out of the woodworks here if you're Luminosity.
No, this is kind of scary.
Last player standing.
Now, that initial pick on the Chemicals really that throws everything sideways, right? Because at that point, you know you're in a 3v1. You know that Nature's alone. He's firing through the smoke, so you also know exactly where he is. At that point, you can
Yeah.
ship that bad boy up, take it to the bank.
I mean, I'm smiling ear to ear right now because this is the first time in the entire series where I feel like LG has more confidence than Immortals, and the confidence from Immortals is waning. I don't see them making the big plays that they were before. I see them grouping up more. They're not taking the individual duels. They don't have the confidence to make those plays this deep into the game of an elimination game. I mean, is that going to change? I don't know, but that's how they got here.
Yep. So keep an eye. Thief has to run it back here. We wonder. Okay, smokes are going to come out from Stellar towards Hookah. They have no info of what's happening over at Sand. So they pull over to A.
Yeah, and Sova droning down long B. Moose cleared everything out down here. They're feeling so comfy at the B site for the next minimum, 20 seconds. These A guys are on high alert that the hit could be coming in.
Yeah, and keep an eye on a paranoia with a run it back. Right, like they're stacked up for it. Stellar's in a great position to go ahead and hit all of A short. The paranoia is going to come out. Hunter's Fury. Oh, but Thief's going to get tagged up. He's got to draw out the run it back. Stellar's going to die. Thief had to do that just to really stay alive. Proto with a big kill onto the site, though, as he just refuses to go away, but Immortals don't seem to care as they're going to get the spike down anyway. Proto, good for one. Drake, good for one as well. Great spot here. You've got U-Haul, you've got Showers control. You're on the attacking side. You set up this crossfire just fine. You're in great shape, but shot up with 3. Moose dropping things to a 1v1.
Oh, he's going to get half.
He might get more, Sean. He might freaking get more. Nature's going to swing at just the right time. Moose went for it, and Nature was wise to it.
Oh, imagine being in Nature's shoes right there in that one-on-one. 10-6. You're down. Elimination map. Are you peeking right there? Holy cow. That is so scary because he knows the boombot went shower. So he knows Moose would know he's short A at that point. Wow. Whoa, that is such a scary one-on-one to find yourself in, and Nature comes up huge. The in-game leader for Immortals, carrying them through in a must-win round.
Immortals Luminosity 3-round lead. Have a couple of ultimates. Immortals do as well. It's interesting here. We haven't seen the same amount of presence, right? But like the fight for this the Showers control, Sean, just continues.
Yeah, and Immortals is winning the shower control battle right now. It's a different style that our Proto is giving them, though.
Yeah.
He's kind of letting them have it as long as they show enough pressure, whereas Immortals was, we will never let you have it. We will fight you until we die. Everything's slowing down so much. Everyone on Immortals, 1-1-1-1-1-1, spread across the map, waiting for the push. And they're going to get it. Your boy Dre's going down long.
Oh, Dre. That's a big pick.
That's one of the first clean picks I've seen Immortals get all half. No boombot on chemicals means this is actually an excellent spot that Stellar finds himself in. Yep. I think if he has a boombot, they probably go B here.
Yeah. But without having really any idea of what's waiting for them on the other side, and Hookah, you can't really afford to go there. Chemicals using the showstopper. Oh, no! Oh, Sean, this just went so sideways. Chemicals wasn't able to deliver anything with that.
Holy cow, they stabilized, though. We're in a 2-on-3. Stellar is aware that there's going to be 2 people short because he heard the raise come through team.
Good paranoia. Moose.
Enemy remaining.
Moose!
Enemy remaining.
Moose alone. Chemicals wins the duel. Chemicals looking for the second one. Stellar's the one who wins the 1v1 and gets the defuse. Stellar's been out of his mind.
Yeah, the young veteran. The young player Chemicals falls down to the veteran in Stellar coming from CS. Wow, that was incredible, though, from Moose. Coming through U-Haul and getting those 2 frags. The recon pings onto Gangsta to tell him when he was going to peak. I think the addition of Moose into this LG roster is really what propelled them to be a contender in this scene.
Yep.
He has done so well since transitioning into this game. Look at the buy. Look at the buy. They're going for the win. They don't want the tie. Oh my goodness. They bought out at 11-7.
Smelling blood in the water, understanding the moment as they choose to roll the die. You see again some pretty heavy B long presence from Luminosity. Last time it was Dre who worked his way down. This time they brought a little bit more as far as gunfire goes. JC Staney wise to it, much like he was last round. Pops off a couple warning shots, pushes him back.
I like this though. From LG has started playing with so much confidence. Ever since they took the lead in this game, they're playing like they're the favorites.
Immortals here.
Dead silent. You can tell how much this means to Immortals. So quiet.
Ladies and gents, you imagine in a moment like this in an arena, you could hear a pin drop. The tension is palpable. The paranoia comes out as players start to work forward. The Empress has been used. JC Staney getting a big pick early on, but shot up the lighter buy from Immortals so far. Working out just fine. They're going to flip the map, Sean. They're going to flip the map.
Look at the lurk. But the cam and the trips make things really weird. They make things really weird.
Oh, wow. JC Staney could have had heaven control, but he's going to get shot out at Dre. They don't have time to flip it. They've got to commit here, Sean. They've got to go here. Dre's going to drop. Immortal's still sitting pretty here. JC Staney with 3.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I thought that, with the heaven control, they would be able to come back into that round. JC Staney with such huge impact. We're now with Stellar in a 1-on-3. I don't know if he even can pull this off. He would have to stick it in the smoke.
He doesn't do this, right? Truly. Okay, yeah, he's in a... Stellar. See, I love this because they have to respect it, right? They're likely going to die to the explosion. Well, one gets away. All right, they're both going to get away. Ooh. I like what he was trying to do there, and again, that goes back to economy. Right? Like, hurt him as much as you can.
But now, the shoe is on the other foot. It's LG who has no money. So you see the value of winning a round like that. All of a sudden, LG is on this awful buy. They have a Bucky, a bunch of pistols. We could be looking at an 11-9 following this round. And the ults will probably be pretty even at that point. This is anyone's game. This is exactly what you want in a third map.
I can't stop grinning. I
can't stop smiling as I said it.
Immortals have taken full B-long control, and they're not being timid about it at all. They have made their presence known, their intentions certainly very much available for the world to see. Moose up close and personal, trying to grab their lunch before they do, but it's not going to matter. The guns from Immortals just proved to be too much, at least up until this point. Luminosity left with 2. The Bucky, well, just the Bucky at this point. Stellar once again in a pretty brutal 1vx. Gets 1, but that's all he's going to get.
There was part of me that just wanted the world to burn Doug and have him right-click everyone from across the map just so that way we got a Bucky nerf. Is that wrong? It's like the Elmo
part of
meme
me
with
wants
the
to say
fire.
no.
Yeah. There's a little evil side of me wanted him to win that. I don't know.
You heard it, folks. Chaotic evil out of Sean here, as the chaos really is dripping on this map as well. It's not just Sean. Moose 1 point away from having 5 ultimates for Luminosity. Sean, we think about finances, and yeah, that's big, but you wonder, now Moose has his online. They're at full strength.
Yeah, this is a little bit sketch though. They lost hookah control very quickly, and the drone's coming up long. The B hit super telegraphed, but like you said, Moose's ult coming from U-Haul can destroy hookah right now.
Oh, and if not that, Dre can take the telly and blast through with the showstopper as well.
Yeah.
I wish we could have gotten more info there out of that drone.
This setup is actually sick coming out of LG.
Yep. because they have options, right? Gangsta's going to use his his Hunter's Fury, and JC Staney's going to follow it in to get the first pick. Here comes twice, man. The Hunter's Fury, this time from Moose, far more effective. There's the showstopper. I've been trying to call it for the last 2 times, and this time it delivers. Shot up is out. They're fully investing, Sean. Luminosity not willing to give an inch on this round, and Immortals are going to flip the map again.
Look at Moose. He's already rotating. There's trips down. There's a cam down. I don't think this is the play, Doug.
They're wise to it.
Oh, no.
The thing is, there are no other ultimates. What they do have is excellent positioning. They do have pipes control.
They broke the cam. Everything's stabilized. We're now in a perfectly fine 3-on-3. That was sketchy for a second.
Well, they don't have shower. I wish they would have kept showers control.
There's still that trip chilling on short A right now. That could be a factor here.
Nature. Trying to defend. Oh, wow. Trying to defend the spike. JC Staney's going to drop. Stellar good for 1. Nature suddenly all of a sudden feeling far more lonely, but a proto drops as well. A 2v2. Gangsta and Nature both so weak. Nature with 3. Stellar with 1. Stellar alone, and Stellar does it again!
Holy cow. I mean, we couldn't have given him a better alias, right? With this game, he is carrying Luminosity through this game. This is such a performance coming out of Stellar. These clutches on the Omen, 23-9 on a support age. I mean, look at the scoreboard right now. And Omen's on top. A Cypher is right below him. It's the support players coming up big right now for LG.
Dude,
wow.
Stellar's just out of his mind, dude. Stellar's a different animal right now. Luminosity on match point. Immortals tournament lives on the line. This is it for them.
Thief might run it back through the shower stelly right now. He's running it down long B. So Omen fake TP'd.
Yes!
So, oh my god, that's insane.
Yes!
Omen fake TPs, so that way they think the Phoenix is coming, and then he just runs down long B. That's 200 IQ. That's actually crazy. Wow, that was such a cool little trick.
And Sean, right? Like, confidence. You have to have confidence to do something like that, and that's what you've mentioned so many times throughout this half, is the confidence that they're playing with, and look at the confidence again! Thief getting on a JC Staney. Chemical's gonna trade it out. Dude's got a Spectre. He's gonna upgrade. Slightly better position here for Immortals as they fight to stay alive.
Again, you can sense it. No one on Immortals wants to make the mistake. No one wants to go first and go all by themselves and dying. But this isn't what got them here. So will they be able to, do this team hit right now on this A site and win the trade battle?
Sean, it's got to be shot up. It's got to be shot up. Chemicals, though. Onto Drea. Proto backs up. Showstopper from Chemicals. Gonna connect on another one. 3 on the round. Immortals down to 2. Luminosity down to 2, excuse me.
Luminosity forced to save here. Moose doesn't even have... He actually only has a Spectre. I mean, that gives you some insight onto what Luminosity's economy was probably like for a round like this. He's probably going to try to go find a rifle over here at Hookah and save it. But wow. We're going down to the wire, because I think after this round, Luminosity will have no money. Based on the fact that Moose has a Spectre right now, they shouldn't have any money.
And I don't know that there's a rifle. Oh, maybe the one over by Fountain. It's okay. Because we saw Chemicals at the beginning of the round take the one that dropped in sand. So he's going to upgrade. He should be okay. I mean, nice
This is going to
edge.
get wild. This is going to get wild.
All right, if you're Immortals here, knowing you just took that round away,
they're gonna
knowing that it was like slow, do you dial up something spicy?
Oh, this is so weird, Doug. This is so weird. So they saved those 2 guns, which means those guys don't get kill bonuses, right? So their money is a little bit off compared to the rest of their team. So their team has the decision to either buy with a bad buy, or they save. But then if they save, the next round, the 2 guys that saved won't have enough money.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting scenario. Do you have, do you just full out buy twice? Do you save here for like a pseudo better buy next round? Like, they put themselves in a weird scenario by saving those 2 guns. And you can see that they don't really know what to do themselves. They're